So one doesn't have to be an artist or designer to appreciate the basic elements and principles of design. Let me share and just expand a little bit more about these. Within every work of art, every piece of furniture or fashion that's designed, a movie that's filmed, the artist or the creator basically using the same principles and elements. For example, they're using line, actual line that goes a direction and moves your eye towards a particular point on the picture plane or in the film or on the dress if it's fashion design. Similarly, we use color. There's all kinds of properties of color. Color has a hue, H-U-E, that's like blue, green, yellow, magenta, etc. The names of colors. We know in the digital age that colors also have numbers. We have a hexadecimal for web design. We have Pantone colors for print. You could go to your local lumber yard or paint shop and you can find swatches of various colors, millions of colors. So color is a property, a tool that we all use. Texture is another thing, especially those in architecture, interior design, fashion design. We're used to having texture, but also for the sculptor, the ceramicist, even the painter, the two-dimensional artist, and even photographers. We use illusional texture sometimes. Sometimes you can't really feel it. Maybe the surface is smooth, but we're going to use we'll use an illusion of texture if it's not there. Even smooth is a texture. Shape. There's organic shapes. There's geometric shapes. There's very simple, very complex shapes, and they divide up the space. Space is also another element. Size, things that look smaller oftentimes feel like they're farther away. Things that are larger seem closer. If they're higher on the picture plane, they seem farther away, and if they're lower. And then lastly, there's value. Things are either dark or light or somewhere in between, and that is also some of those basic tools we use. Now quickly, that was a lot about elements. Let me just go over principles. There's a lot of discourse about different kinds of principles of design, but really it all comes under one umbrella. We want to have variety, but we want to have enough repetition that things look harmonious. For example, if there's things are going in one direction, it feels harmonious. If you're using one font, then obviously things feel more unified, but it could be perhaps really boring. So let's have a headline and a subheader be maybe a different font or a different size, but we certainly don't want to have 5, 6, 7 different typefaces on one document. So then it creates too much disunity. Alignment, or some people call it balance. Things could be balanced very symmetrical, left and right. Young designers often make things very down the middle, left and right, mirror images of each other. It's more sophisticated if you can have your design a little bit more asymmetrically balanced, to the right, to the left, but being counterbalanced by something of interest. Proximity is how we make things feel isolated or close to each other. All of these things, whether you really get your mind wrapped around it right now or not, soon enough they will be when we critique layouts. And I think it's going to be really helpful for you. And like I say, you don't have to be an artist or a designer to appreciate these principles and elements of design.